Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to episode 137. I know it's been a minute. Last thing we did was Eternals. That was
Yeah,
our last podcast, and it
I know. It's been a
feels like
while.
that show was mad long ago.
Yeah, I know.
It probably has like been like almost a month basically.
Yeah, basically.
Um, so sorry about that, guys. We're all just trying to still figure out our never-ending,
Lives.
always chaotic lives, right? I wasn't even gonna say
Yeah.
jobs, just like
Oh,
overall
yeah, that too. Business
life,
and yeah, everything. Yeah,
business, social, emotional, just
everything.
everything. Hopefully we can find like a set date maybe every week, to
Yeah,
really
for Hawkeye. Yeah.
yeah. I was thinking like Thursdays maybe we could record Thursday nights.
Yeah, I should be good for that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
we'll
I
have to
mean,
ask everybody else, of course.
right, of course. Yeah, it's been a while, y'all, but thank you for coming back and hanging out with myself, JB, and Mark. We're here today to talk about the first two episodes of Hawkeye. But before we do that, just kind of wanted to Mark, we had a bunch of shows we were talking about, and we never we never actually got to. I still haven't finished. I finished Titans. Um, I finished that, but I still need to finish Doom Patrol, Stargirl. I still need to catch up to Young Justice.
I need to finish all of them. I haven't. I don't. I'm behind
Yeah,
severely.
because maybe the only thing I would say about those shows, like I feel like we should
Yeah,
at least just talk about the
the
season finale
finales
with the
for all of
people
them. Yeah,
because we were reviewing them anyway, so might as well just finish them off.
yeah. So that's coming, guys. We
I
might
hope
have
so.
we haven't
I
forgotten
hope so.
it, but we're trying to, we're doing other things and everything else. So
Yeah, now all like the bigger Marvel stuff is coming out, so we want to cover
yeah,
that. Because yeah, right, we had we had Shang-Chi, we had Venom Let There Be, um, we had
you couldn't
Eternals,
even say it at first. You like yeah,
exactly. We got Venmo Let There Be Let There Be
Venmo,
Cash. Um, mm, excuse me, sipping my beer.
Eternals,
Eternals, right? And now we got
and here
obviously
we are.
the prep for Spider-Man No Way Home, which is coming up.
Yep.
We had the trailer drop for that, guys, so you guys could check out our reaction to that on YouTube.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
second trailer, probably the final trailer, most likely because the
yeah.
movie comes out like
In like
tickets go on
three
sale
weeks.
Monday. Tickets go on sale
Yeah,
Monday, so they're done. Don't
yeah.
ask for another trailer; you're not getting it. Don't expect another one, or else I'm pretty sure you'll be disappointed. They have been dropping a lot of TV spots though. And Mark, again, to reiterate my point that I made to you on Thanksgiving Day, the one of the TV spots that I saw, like I was like, oh God, like I really just hope this is not what the whole movie is going to be about.
Yeah.
Um,
The
but
comedy.
the comedy is very off. Very like again,
Yeah.
if this isn't Doctor Strange, if it's Mephisto confirmed, I'm Gucci with it. But if this is Doctor Strange, bro, then I'm sorry. I am I'm not feeling the way
Yeah.
he's been dealt with, to be honest. That's just that's just my opinion. Again, there's no
It's
context
just facts.
behind
Facts.
these TV spots and these trailers. So I would obviously want a little bit more context off that. But nonetheless, from what I've gathered, I just have not been liking Strange's character that much from these TV spots and trailers, but who knows? I could be proven completely wrong. I'm still very excited, just because right, more the fan service kind of route, and just seeing all these former villains, and
Yeah.
hopefully seeing Toby and Andrew. But right, it just feels like they were maybe relying a little too heavy on that right now. But if they're able to do that and provide a
That's all I
a
want.
good script,
Yeah.
then I'm totally fine with that. But just don't give us just, hey, here they
Here's Toby and
are.
Andrew. Ha. Like,
Yeah,
that's it. Okay, great. It's like,
because
so,
yeah,
yeah.
what we got to remember too though is that this is gonna transition and lead us into Multiverse of Madness, right? Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So it's just gonna be like something that's gonna set up another film as well. So who knows? The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
I hope they don't fumble. I
We'll see.
think maybe for the general public they won't, but maybe from
Yeah.
a storytelling perspective they might. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe they're just gonna be like, hey, we're just gonna fucking alley-oop it to ourselves. We're gonna slam dunk this shit, and that's that. And I truly hope so, because I'm excited. Like I want to have that
Yeah.
experience of like, oh, like they're back, but also be like, yo, like they're getting real like deep into like this shit. So it should be exciting. Again, guys, tickets go on sale on Monday. This episode should be dropping before then, should be dropping tomorrow. So the tickets are on sale Monday. Make sure to grab them. It probably won't be as chaotic as Endgame just because of the whole pandemic situation, but I don't know. Maybe people are just like, hey, like we want to go see this shit, and
I'm gonna see it
the
in the theater, but I'm gonna be wearing a mask if it, as I imagine it's gonna be super super packed in there.
yeah. Yeah, I
So
would I would love to catch an earlier showing, like
yeah,
earlier in
that'd
the
be
day.
nice.
Um, like even if that means like we don't watch it all together, like I think like that's fine. I
Worth
just
it.
think
Yeah.
I just think right now it's just like it's just too like it's just a lot to like just be like, oh, let's organize 6 7 people to go try and watch this together. Like it's just a
Yeah.
lot. But who knows? Maybe we could just talk it out tomorrow with Brim. I know Ariel said he's most likely going to watch it Saturday. Eunice is going to be in California to watch it with the Lotus crew. So that's pretty awesome. They already got their tickets.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
Flex.
lit. No, actually, I can't say that. Actually, fuck it. I will put this in there because who cares?
Oh, okay.
I'll cut it out. Fuck it. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, guys, make sure to go grab your tickets. But yeah, my something that I was thinking about, Mark, while watching these 2 episodes of Hawkeye was like this. We have 4 weeks left, so I wonder if they planned it to like the last episodes of that kind of correlate with the events that happened with No Way Home. I mean, excuse me, Far From Home. Like that would be pretty cool. I don't know if that was something that was maybe discussed on the back end of things. Um, just because like the characters that they're introducing here in Hawkeye, like a character like Echo. Spoilers, guys. Obviously at the end of episode 2, we saw Echo, and that's a Daredevil character.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, DK, word on the street is Wilson Fisk is showing up here. So if they are
Be interesting.
bringing Wilson Fisk, that like, how would they do that? You know, you know what I mean? Like there would have to be some kind of multiverse thing,
Probably
especially if
like
they are using,
yeah.
or maybe right, maybe it's just the MCU's version of Wilson Fisk, but you never like name dropped him once, like at all. But to me, the Netflix stuff is canon. I don't want to hear it. Like that's some bullshit that they try to decanonize that shit
And
when it's some of their greatest work. Honestly, like Daredevil and Jessica
literally
Jones are like
the two
top
best Marvel
tier.
shows.
Yeah, like those two are better than WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and Winter Soldier for me. Like I
Oh,
don't even
not even a
like
question.
right, for me is no debate.
It's not even close.
Um,
Like, it's not.
it's like I was thinking about it today while watching these 2 episodes, because I'm gonna come off rip and just let you know, Mark. I did enjoy these 2 episodes. I thought they were fine. I think it hit all the beats that I kind of wanted it to.
Mm.
Obviously there were certain things like here and there that I was sort of like, okay, like whatever, like maybe some of like her fighting like in the wine cellar against the fucking tracksuit mafia. I thought was a little like it felt a little too choreographed. I would rather much see like, because sometimes when Clint is fighting, it doesn't feel choreographed, like it just
Yeah,
it just
that was
looks like,
like, yeah, super, super choreographed that scene. Yeah.
you know what I mean, right? But it's fine. It's not something that like I'm like, ooh, but I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about the characters. I think right off the bat, I'm a big fan of Kate Bishop. I'm a fan of you know, the whole like it's weird, right? Because we're seeing her like as kind of she grew up as like a spoiled like rich girl,
Yeah.
who's still kind of like, you know, like that opening montage was really cool, right? The opening credits, because it showed like it kind of breezed past her training and kind of showed us like, hey, from a young age, from
She's,
seeing Hawkeye,
yeah.
from seeing Clint do that, she wanted to learn how to shoot a bow and arrow, learn how to train, and learn how to be an overall just badass, right? So it makes sense now that she's
Yeah.
still able to do all the stuff that she's doing, and it's not just like, oh, like
Oh, I just picked up
she's
a
just able to
bow.
get away, right? She's
Yeah.
just able to get away from these people,
Yeah.
no problem, you know. Like she does have some form of training, but it's nice to see that she's still open to learning from Clint himself, because you know Clint's been through the whole
Yeah. It's
Shield
Clint.
Avenger, right?
Yeah, he is
He
her
literally said
hero.
it. He's
Like,
like, dude, I fucking fought Thanos, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
yeah.
just like I'm a beast. I like, and he is a beast. And I think it's cool to see that we get that side of her, and it's not the first time we've seen like, you know, rich, you know, MCU character. Obviously, the universe started with Tony Stark, who's a rich billionaire, you know, all
Yep.
about himself. And even though she's not particularly like Tony, she does have those aspects because she does come from money. So she, you know, can walk around kind of just, you know, thinking that things are one thing when they're really not.
Yeah.
Um, and so I kind of like to see that. I think the cast is great, right? Like her mom, fucking Vera Farmiga, fantastic actress. And kind of like the whole little side thing that's going on there with you know, the guy that she's engaged with now. Like, man is super suspect from the jump, right? Like he clearly loves swords, goes to an auction in the black market to get that shit.
Steals the sword.
Right. Steal it from his uncle, who he was it his uncle? Yeah, right.
Yeah, who he
Um,
probably killed.
Yeah, right. It's speculation, but all signs are pointing that it was him. Clearly
Mm.
a suspect. Kate sees right through him. Don't know.
Well, it's not
I
hard.
right. So my
It's
my
like
thing is
so
my thing is
painfully obvious. Like, go
right.
ahead.
It is. So my thing is like it's just weird to me that like the mom doesn't really see it, but or maybe she does, and maybe she has
Mm,
her own little end game, which I
maybe.
think could be going on, which I would really like that
I
they
think
did, like kind
I
of like a
think
Mora Queen kind of shit, like in season 1 of
yeah.
Arrow. Like,
I think what's gonna happen with her character is I think it's one of them who killed the old man. One of those
yeah,
two.
she might
I
she
don't know
might
who
be in
yet,
on it.
but
You know, she might be in on this shit.
right. And so I wouldn't be surprised if she was in on it and stuff. But I mean, I also wouldn't be surprised if Marvel just said, "Oh yeah, we'll just have her be the blind mom who can't see the like the obvious like that this guy
Yeah.
is like a fucking psychopath." Uh, I
I agree.
yeah, for me the episodes were good,
Hmm.
but they could like there were just a lot of but there were still points where it was just like I was like rolling my eyes or like okay, like got it. Like so an example was like in the beginning when she
Hmm.
shoots the fucking bell down and
Right.
then she just goes to her mom, "Oh, I'm sorry." "Oh, okay, well you can make it up to me by going to get dressed in this and then coming with me to this fancy party."
Hmm.
Wow. Shit,
Well,
thanks. Shit,
I
mom.
don't I
Got
don't
him.
mind that though. I don't
Like
mind it because that shows like the sort of rich girl aspect that we're talking about, where it's
I
like
yeah.
she doesn't really understand her consequences, because her mom, especially after losing, I'm assuming after losing their dad, you know, losing her dad, like her mom's just like kind of just, you know, is supporting her so much that like she's kind of giving her everything. And so, and I think, and what I hope that goes down the road to is it leads to a sort of character development for her, where now, right, she takes the Ronin suit and is trying to be a crime fighter, and she kind of gets herself into trouble. And like Clint will maybe sort of be that, you know, father figure that she's lost at a young age, where it's just like, hey, like, no, like life, that's not how the shit is gonna work, dude. Like, there are consequences for your actions. Like, you can't just, you know, have mommy pay for it all the time, like, and fix your mistakes. So that's why, to me, it didn't bother me that much, because at least that's the sort of route I think they're gonna take her arc in, um, to develop her more. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I can see that and also I do think that maybe she um know knows how the father died as well, because we didn't really see how he died.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think she
Maybe it's
might have
in like,
had a hand in that as well, if anything. But I mean,
damn, the
it,
mom.
it, yeah, I
Well,
wouldn't be
they were
surprised. I mean,
arguing. They were
they were
arguing.
arguing, and then all of a sudden she couldn't find any of them, and the mom was just
Yeah,
like, "Oh, go do this. I'll move
she
our
probably like locked him in his office or some shit like that.
yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, nah,
so
the mom on the suspect
so
list, bro.
right. So no, but this is the things that I mean. Like so I get that point where it's she's a rich girl and her mom's providing everything for her and everything else, but like because of those little things, these little things that I see where it's just like this whole thing, this whole like explosion and like and at the event happens and she doesn't call her daughter to be like, "Hey, are you all right?" Like
Yes,
there's
she did.
no
Yes, she did. Like she had left when the explosion happened.
yeah,
She
what
left and she was
and she
calling
met
Kate's phone.
she oh no, well she met up with what's his name right outside the building, right? The her fiance now, the evil guy, uh the mom guy, I'm saying. And
No, this was
and
even before she met up with him. She had called him. I mean, she had called Kate.
I must have missed that then, I guess. Okay.
Well, pay
Good for her.
attention. Pay
Yo,
attention.
shut up.
Pay
Uh
attention.
no,
You
but
say you say you don't like these shows, but you're not even paying attention to them.
I guess not. Uh uh no, I mean like okay, so I guess I was wrong there, but I mean, I don't know. It's just like little things that I was watching is just where I'm like I already know I shouldn't trust the mom. I already know I shouldn't. Obviously, we shouldn't trust the fiance, but I
Yeah.
already know I'm not going to trust the mom. I know that. Cool. Now, like, like now I feel like I have the answer. It's just whichever one I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Like, is it the one or two? Like I don't. I mean, if it's somebody else, that's great. But I mean, and I hope they explain it well, obviously.
Yeah.
And everything's written well in that instance. But I mean, like, it feels like it's just like, okay, you're giving us the answer, really. But I mean, I guess it's more of the question of why and
Uh-huh.
how. So, but like, I don't know. I mean, it was good, and then the comedy was like hit or miss with me sometimes. Most of the time, the the thugs, the what do they call themselves? The
The
sweater
track
gang
the
or some
the
shit.
tracksuit mafia.
Track tracksuit mafia is fucking buns.
They are
Like
buns.
so, like they couldn't get less intimidating. I guess it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, stop kidding, stop joking around. I'm like, oh my god, like this is just like so. It's like make the stakes. They couldn't make the stakes any lower in that situation.
Right.
Like
Like you knew
it's
they were
like
gonna be okay. Like they're not
yeah, you
intimidated.
knew, like not at all. And then she busts through the roof, falls down, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know we're supposed to bring guns." It's like you literally have 20 guns pointed at your face for the first time in your life, and you're cool. You're cool with that. All right, cool. They teach you that in fucking archery class or at fucking taekwondo. Like it's just like it's shit like that where I'm just like it takes me out of it just a little bit, and
Hmm.
then but I was actually interested because I was like when they revealed Echo at the end, I was like, oh okay. I thought they were going to introduce somebody else actually for a second, and I was
Ooh,
like,
Kingpin?
no. I thought, well, Russian, we also know somebody else who's Russian who and she's like, oh, we're gonna go get her, and she has beef with Hawkeye, so I was like, I could see that
Oh,
also. So
damn.
Black Widow's
Yelena.
sister, yeah, Yelena. So I
But they
was
showed up
like,
in the fourth episode.
oh, okay, she is. I didn't know that. All right, so yeah, so I mean that's cool. I mean, I thought that so yeah, that's why I was like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna introduce her super early, like right now. That'd be interesting to see. But I mean, I guess we'll see what happens when we get there. But I mean, the it was good though. If I had to give it a ranking, I'd just give it like a 7, 6, 6.5 or a 7 out of 10.
Letter grade.
Oh, letter grade is B minus or no, sorry, not a B minus. C, C minus, C minus, right around that.
Damn.
What?
C minus, bro. Practically failing out here.
C minus. It's like 70 to
For, for
75.
for both episodes, you felt the same way about both?
The second one was better, but
Yeah.
sorry, I kind of watched them. Okay, I'll say, yeah, the second one was better. Yeah,
Copy.
in
Yeah,
my
I'll
opinion.
probably give both episodes along the lines of like a B minus. Again, I think like I didn't come into this expecting
Yeah, I didn't
anything
either.
just
It just
because
was,
like,
yeah, yeah,
but I think I'm gonna be the most intrigued about this now because I know like the characters that are at stake and it's like more grounded and I kind of like been needing that right now from Marvel because I know we're gonna get onto
yeah.
this all like extravagant,
Spider-Man,
celestial.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna like multiverse going on. So I know a lot of
yeah.
hectic shit is going on with that. So if they're just able to give me a good grounded like story, like I'll be satisfied with it.
I guess I was
Um,
hoping for like a spy show ish kind of thing. I don't know why, but like I was like something where like I knew Kate Bishop was going to be in, and obviously from the trailers I knew it wasn't going to be that. But I mean, the I was hoping like before obviously the trailers and stuff dropped and everything else, I was like, oh, like if it's like cool, it'd be a cool thing if like they find Kate Bishop like a way to work into the story, obviously. But then with Hawkeye, like he's kind of like, oh, like gets sucked into like a last kind of mission kind of thing that he has to do, and then he can finally fucking retire, kind of
yeah.
thing.
This sort of what like it this what I kind of like everything that's going on with Clint right now too because you
Yeah,
know we see him like with his family, he's obviously spending time with his family and his daughter's like, dude, like you said you were gonna be here for Christmas, like you said we're gonna be together for Christmas. He's
yeah,
like,
you
I
better be
know, I know.
here. Yeah,
So it here's the thing about him, right? It's like because it does seem like he's brooding a lot, right? Which he is. Obviously he lost his best friend.
yeah,
He's not able to be with his family right now, but because of like him being a hero, like deep down, just wanting to help people, he saw the Ronin suit and like he knew he had to take care of it. Like that was his responsibility because it was his actions, right? Like,
yeah,
and we saw the impact it had on him, in Endgame. So he did feel obviously it's this responsibility, but now the worst part of it all is like it's just this rich girl that just this took it. He's like
it's like I have
now
to
if
babysit a
any
fucking
yeah,
kid. Now I'm being
exactly.
slowed down. I'd be faster. Yeah,
If anything happens to her, like it's on me, like it's my responsibility. So it's just like his whole mentality of A from a hero's perspective and B from like a father's perspective, right? To a young girl and two young kids in general.
yeah,
So him just having to deal with all this right now, like he just doesn't want to let her down. And let anything happen to her, especially with this bum ass, trash suit mafia coming after them.
yeah,
Um, so but what I did love a lot was the conversation he was having with his wife where like she's not one of those like like she's like, oh, so what's the game plan, like what are you gonna
right.
try? And then like he tells her, he's like, ooh, like classic Nat, like that's what Nat used to do.
Yeah,
So it's just like it's dope that like she's with him there as like a supporting like figure, like I'm your wife, like I'm here to support
right.
you, like I know this is
I
what you
like
do.
that. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know this is what you do. Like I know it's not a life you could just like give up.
Walk
Just be
away
like, hey,
from
like
quickly.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't feel like
especially
helping
with the
people.
Ronin shit that he was doing. Also,
Exactly. Like
that's another part that was kind of strange to me. So in Endgame, we saw him
mm,
kind of you know, just going after the worst of the worst, killing all these motherfuckers, crazy, whatever. Then, so you're telling me now the Ronin suit pops up on TV and everything else, right?
mm,
And the organization that says we want to get even is the tracksuit mafia. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like what the fuck did they do that Clint had to step in on? What could they have done? What were they jaywalking? Like
Yeah, because the dudes,
the
the
dudes
dudes
that
that
we've
he was
seen,
doing in Japan, like they look like some dudes that was like, yo, like
Yakuza, like legit shit. Like we kill people on the daily,
right, right,
like every hour. Like
yeah,
and it was just like it seemed like it was just like this is what he was doing. He was killing these people for these years that his family was gone. Like it just seemed like I was like, okay, like I mean, I guess sure, like
yeah,
but it's just like they can't resist making their villains like or some aspect of the villain, whether it be their henchman or the villain themselves, so silly and trying to make everybody laugh. Like I don't know what that urge is for them. I don't understand it.
yeah,
It like
and that yeah, and that's why I feel like the last two movies that they've done, Shang-Chi and Eternals, like one of the big reasons why I thoroughly enjoyed it is because the villain or at least the antagonist of these films, like it just felt like the stakes were there. Like you just felt the intimidation and the sort of and where they're coming from. Like they didn't
yeah,
add anything silly to their persona to just make you feel like I'm not like what do I care about this dude for? You know, like
yep,
that's the whole thing with Guardians. It's like the whole dance battle shit, dude. Like it just made Ronan, who was incredible throughout the entire film, right? Like you felt his presence. You felt like holy shit, like this dude could really like he's just like
what are you doing?
what are you doing? It's like oh my god, you know
If
what
that
I
was
mean? It's
Zod, he
just
would have just fucking punched a hole through fucking Star Lord. Like that's it. Like he would have just punched a hole through him and just all right, cool, good dance moves,
same
bro.
thing with the Mandarin, bro. He would have just been like,
Yeah,
bet, like
sick moves,
ring
bro.
right through your face, and like give
Yeah,
me that shit back. Like it's just right. I get what you mean by that, but I don't think at the end of the day, I don't think obviously like the
they're
trash
obviously not
suit
the main
mafia,
villains. Yeah, they're
right?
obviously
They're
not the
working
villains. Obviously.
for or like
Yeah,
under
yeah,
whoever,
yeah.
and maybe not even Echo, right? Echo's getting her own series, but like obviously she's gonna play a role in all this, and I wouldn't even be mad at the end of all this if like it turns out Fisk like this is how like we find out more about like Fisk and like what he's doing in New York City.
Hmm.
So I do think there's a lot of potential there, right? I do think to your point
Yeah,
about it being more of a, even though I don't think they'll go obviously the full spy route, I do think there's going to be a lot of investigative work that needs to be
yeah,
done. Just because I feel like there's a lot of people that are hiding a lot of things, right? Like we said, like the mom, obviously fucking Jack is super
back.
suspect.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we got to see what Echo's deal is. Right, we have Yelena coming through. I think this is also going to lead a lot into what they're doing with the Thunderbolt gang going on, and the team that Madam Hydra is
yeah.
collecting. So it could lead to some real like
Well, Yun is
grounded
part of that,
MCU
isn't she,
stuff.
or no?
Well, what's her name was recruiting her at the end of the end
Right.
credit scene of Black Widow. The only real sort of thing I liked about that movie. That's not true. Some of the fight scenes are pretty cool,
I go on.
um, but no, I think there's a lot of potential there. I really do
Yeah,
like some of the visual aspects as well. Like it just being, I think it came out at a perfect time. Thanksgiving is
yeah,
over, so now it's like into
yeah.
that
You're in the
holiday
mood. You're in
Christmas
the mood
season.
for
Right,
it
right.
for sure.
So you definitely get that sense. I want to know more what's going on with the dog that they picked up. Like I know it's comic accurate and everything, the stray dog, but like it sort of seems kind of like weird that he just like shows up and just sort of just like tagged along like it was nothing. And started helping fight crime, like bit the dude, like one of the tracksuit dudes that had the
Who's
watch.
after the watch, which we don't
Yeah,
know
so yeah, we
still
got to know more
where
about the
that's at.
watch
Yeah,
too. Hmm. So a lot of good potential there. I definitely feel like
yeah. I mean, it can get better for sure.
yeah. So but in overall, the first two episodes, right? So where would you rank them amongst the other MCU Disney Plus shows? So obviously we have the first two episodes of WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and Loki. I won't do What If just because it's animated and like they told different stories, so can't really like
Yeah,
compare.
yeah.
So just like just more of the
Can't do
live action
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So at this point in all the shows, how was I feeling? and rank that?
Yeah,
Okay. So
yeah,
I'd say WandaVision first,
yep. I agree with that.
Loki,
Same.
Hawkeye, and Falcon Winter Soldier.
I agree. I thought the first two episodes of WandaVision were excellent, like excellent. I'm
Phenomenal.
just
I
like,
was over the moon. I was over the moon
I
about it
was
when
like,
I was
I
like,
don't
wow,
know
this is
what's
really
going on.
fucking great.
I
I
don't know
love
what's
this.
going
I
on.
love this feeling. Like, and then it ended. So, you know. Mm.
WandaVision.
But yeah, no,
Right, and
that's
then
probably my ranking for
Loki had their whole shit too, where you're just sort of like, oh, like what's kind of going on over
it.
here? Like
Yeah,
it's looking
same
a little
thing.
tricky. Sam and Bucky, the first two episodes actually started off pretty slow, so like that's why I probably rank it like my least.
Hmm.
Um, but then it did pick up a little bit. And right, and then Hawkeye in between that and Loki, just
Loki.
because a little bit more went on in these first two than it did in
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. And there are a lot more questions, it seems. So but yeah, definitely exciting times. I want to see here what people are saying. Let's see what the users are saying
The
here.
consensus.
Da, da. So let's see. So this is prolific reviewer. Okay, whatever that means. I'll read the first three. Let's see. So, oh, never mind. Nah, just do this while he wrote a whole book. Another whole book. Damn.
It's just the
Come on
bad or the
now.
good.
It's just prolific reviewer. So I guess these are dudes that constantly review. So I'll
Oh,
do
okay.
helpfulness. I'll do helpfulness. See if this gets us something better. Okay, cool. Gives us a little bit of a variety here. 10 out of 10 for the first episode. Meet Kate Bishop. Out of all the Marvel miniseries that have been announced, this was the one I was most excited for. I love Haley Steinfeld, and I think she is the perfect person to play Kate Bishop in the MCU. Fun fact, it's not a fact, but fun opinion. I do think their chemistry is pretty good between
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner. Like I'm
Yeah,
really
no,
liking like the
they're
dynamic they're
great.
having. It feels authentic. It just feels like,
Hmm.
she's like I love the scene where she's like, okay, cool, like I'll call you. He's like, nope, don't call me.
Yeah.
Like
After
I
he
will
said,
block.
this is it. So bye. And he's like, we're never gonna see each other again. All right, I'll call you. It's like, nope, that's not what we wanted. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
I like their chemistry. They play off each other pretty well.
Yeah. And I think that's where the humor should lie, is like their sort of buddy cop
Chemistry. Yeah. The chemistry there.
relationship.
Yeah.
Rather than right in like the villains or like things like that. It should
Yeah.
be their interactions because
And not
it's an
serious
older
moments.
vet
Yeah.
teaching like a young protege. So it's just like you could see where the humor can lie in that. But then right when you're
Absolutely.
dealing with these sort of villains, it's sort of just like, damn, like
Serious
kind of,
situations. I don't want to
yeah.
see that.
Yeah. So it is also great to see Jeremy Renner get his own story. Yeah. So I posted the other day that said all the original six Avengers have now had like a project that was dedicated, solely like, for
For them.
them.
Yeah.
So that is pretty awesome. I think Hawkeye and Black Widow, obviously, I think the Hawkeye one fits a little bit better because it's taking place present day.
Yeah.
I thought the Black Widow one was a little bit out of sorts, out of, the timeline that it should have been in. But
Hmm.
yeah, Vera Farmiga is also a great addition. The show takes place 2 years after Endgame, where Hawkeye is still processing the death of Black Widow. Um, what did you think of when he went to the stall and it said Thanos was right? Like, yo, you're wild. Like, I fought this man. Like, no, he wasn't.
But he
No,
looked
he
at it
wasn't.
like,
Where- and then the dude comes up
mm,
right next to him in the stall. I'm like, yo, dude, my guy, you're bugging.
yeah. I love how
The
he looked at it and he was
musical.
like, oh my God. Yeah, the music was ass.
Musical was super cheeks, bro.
Super
Like,
cheese.
but it was pretty funny though. Like that shit was funny.
Yeah.
The references to "I can do this all day." I was like, Rogers the musical. Mm.
Yeah.
The streets are saying Bucky and Sam hated it, but so where was I? So the show takes place 2 years after Endgame. Hawkeye still processing death of Black Widow. Right. At the same time, Kate is trying to find her place in the world. So far, the show's off to a great start, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. 3 out of 10. Not MCU standards. The stupid fight scenes are so mediocre and feels like a B movie. Really not MCU standards. The plot looks straightforward without surprises. Hard to watch it again.
That's MCU standards there. That's actual MCU standards there. But the action fights, yeah, they were a little bit lackluster in the beginning.
Yeah. I do really like the scene where they I still love that shit where they threw the bottle that's on fire and he broke the glass, caught it, threw it back to
Yeah,
them. I was like smooth, super smooth. Um The last one we'll read for this episode, 5 out of 10, disappointing and slow. So far, Renner is the best part of this. Everything else is muddling. Slow pacing for the first 2 episodes. The fight scenes are poorly shot from above or through a windshield covered with flakes of snow. There seems to be much filler, like they're trying to pad the story out to 8 episodes when it could be told better in six.
isn't
I
it
do
six
think
episodes?
this, I think it is 6 episodes, my guy. So that's awkward. Yeah, it's a mini series. Yeah, 6 episodes. It's gonna conclude December 22nd. Um, I'll stick with it only for Renner. Only for the Renner. I just hope it gets a lot better. Okay. Then we'll go to episode 2. Get a little bit of what people are saying about that. Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Ooh. So yeah, I still hate that they're doing it every Wednesday, dude. Like that's just such a vibe kill. Like just bring it back to
Fridays,
Fridays. You know
please.
what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. They're bugging.
They are. I think it's just like I just miss like okay, cool. Like I don't have to wait 2 days because I'm probably gonna have to watch these. Or if we do pod on Thursdays, we could just do it on or we still watch it Wednesday. But I think for the finale or for like if we know something big is gonna happen, we should wait till like Friday and like do like a
Yeah.
reaction to it. And obviously we'll post that up on YouTube and
YouTube.
stuff for y'all. All right, episode 2, hide and seek. Let's see the helpfulness reviews. Damn. Um, 8 out of 10. Problem solving mode. Bro, I found her. What? This episode continues the storyline of the first flawlessly. We see our protagonists
Oh,
interact.
he's talking about the tracksuit fucking mafia. That's what they said as soon as she fell
That's
for
right. Yeah, word. They say bro a lot. We see our protagonists interact with each other and learning who the other person is. We get some more humor and some more clues. The heroes have a problem to solve from the get-go, and it gives it a clear mission and purpose to the episode. Even though we are still cruising at relatively moderate pace, I think the new girl at the end of the episode, I haven't read the comics, will be shaking things up in episode 3. Once again, a solid 8.4. Yeah, so the actress actually that plays Echo is actually deaf in real life as well. So obviously we're probably going to be seeing more like this whole sign language, kind of like how we did in Eternal.
yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Um, 2 out of 10. What am I missing? This may just be the worst Marvel show ever. Poor engagement, corny acting, and boring storyline altogether. It feels like a substandard soap opera that was made only because someone had a little bit of money to spend. I pity Jeremy Renner for having to take part in this, but at least he must have had a good paycheck for it. Yeah, so maybe you shouldn't pity him so much. I'm sure he's perfectly fine with doing 7 seasons of this. This is not worthy of Marvel of Avenger standards. The scene where the Russian kidnappers sealed it for me. This show is totally rubbish and not worth my time anymore. Mark, you wrote this.
Yo, wait, hold on. So Echo is Kingpin's daughter,
I believe so.
like adoptive daughter. That's pretty
Let's
interesting.
see. Echo Marvel.
That, like, I'm not wrong, right? It's like that's her, right? She's like a
Am
daughter
I
or a
wrong?
cousin or some shit like that. Family relation of some
Yes,
sort.
the adoptive daughter of the Kingpin. The character has been depicted as a supporting character of Daredevil, a Native American and one of the few Death comic characters. Her Echo guise leads a white handprint that covers most of her face. Dope. That shit should be super dope. Um, I'm kind of excited, especially if we talking Daredevil. We talking Daredevil.
If
Like
it's him, that would be nice. That would be a great W.
like I think I'm more excited to see him in No Way Home than Toby and Andrew, bro. If I'm
But
being
but but here's the
totally
thing.
honest.
Here's the thing though. If he's in it, I swear to God, man, if he tells one joke, I'm gonna swing. Like, no way this dude's telling any jokes, right? Right?
Nah, he shouldn't. Like, if he's telling a joke, it has to be in that Batman style. Like,
No.
no, like it's not a comical joke. It's more of a backhanded kind of joke where it's like I'm trying to find an example because he's done it in his own show. Like, if you go,
In
like
it?
yeah, he'll
He
say some
was
shit like
he
it's a more
wasn't like
sarcastic joke.
he was
Like, and
the only
it's in the
time I saw
sense,
him joking around or was with sorry to interrupt, was with his was with Vanessa. That's all I ever saw. Like not in
who
like when he's
are
fighting
you talking
Daredevil or
about?
anything.
Oh wait, what? You talking about Kingpin? You talking about Daredevil?
Kingpin.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking
That's what I'm
about
saying. I was like,
Daredevil.
this dude better not tell one fucking joke. Daredevil,
Nah.
yeah, he can have some comic like kind of
Oh,
stuff.
I thought you were talking
He
about
does
Daredevil,
that.
bro.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
yo,
no,
like,
no, 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 no,
no, no, no, no, no,
no,
no, no, no,
no, no,
no.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about Kingpin.
Got
Like
you.
no
Yes.
shot, right?
No.
No shot,
Absolutely.
no shot.
Absolutely.
Like, but that's the
Absolutely.
thing. He doesn't
When
match the
I
vibe. He doesn't match
was a
the vibe of
boy.
it. That's what's gonna be strange. I really hope they don't fucking butcher it, man. I really hope they're not like, oh well, since the snap, he's been cracking jokes like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm
I wonder how the introduction is gonna be. Like, I wonder. That's what I'm
right.
saying.
Like,
Like,
like there needs to be a moment where the show kind of shifts and it goes like, oh shit, just got fucking real.
right.
Okay, then Hawkeye's like, oh fuck, like I actually do need to train you, Kate, like now
Yeah. Because
because
my thing too is, especially since her mom owns
Bishop security.
a security
Yeah,
company, dude. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like that's why another reason why I feel like the mom is suspect for that reason. She obviously utilizes that to her advantage to know where Kate is at all times and like know what she's
yeah. I was
doing.
like,
Like,
do I like do I really buy that she doesn't know where the fuck she's at all the fucking time? No. Like
I mean, Kate even said
she
it.
hears that there's a fire in her apartment. Does she call her? No, she waits till she gets into work and then says, "Did you have a fire at your apartment?" Like, why wouldn't you like? There's no calls. Like, even she even mentioned it earlier. Like, I'm surprised my
She
mom
did.
hasn't called me.
Yeah. So mom is
Like,
super sus. Mom is
sus.
super sus. Um, but right, I think like and also with all those security storyline, it's like I feel like if they're working under Fisk for some reason, but it's just right. It's just like how are they going to do the introduction? Because I feel like I mean I think it's still possible to do it without including the whole multiverse thing. Because it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's just this is the MCU Fisk. It's still the same actor, right?
yeah,
Um, but it'll depend because last time we saw Fisk was he was in like Daredevil and put him back in prison.
right.
I beat you. Yo, what a
Fantastic scene. I'm about to
finale,
rewatch. I'm
dude.
about to rewatch
Yeah, I
that
might
scene
have
now.
to. I might have to just rewatch the whole show. Um
No bullshit.
like no funny shit, bro. Yo, I can't believe Ariel said that
I
dumb shit,
know.
bro. I
I
can't
know.
believe Ariel said that dumb shit, bro.
Dude, and for our listeners slash viewers wondering what we're talking about, Ariel said that WandaVision was better. WandaVision season one was better than Daredevil season one, right? Is that what he said? Yeah. Like he,
Well, that's so
yes,
blasphemous.
blasphemous,
That's so
blasphemous.
blasphemous.
No shot. He like it's just like, dude, we get it. You love Marvel, you love MCU specific things. All I get it, but dude, those last few episodes of WandaVision were bad, bad. Like they were just bad. That's all. That's all it was. Like I'm sorry, it ended terribly, and Daredevil never ended terribly. It was from start to finish fire
Bro, the
every season.
all of their finales were super satisfying. You're just like,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, and then now season 3 might be goated. Season 3 was fucking heat, dude. Was he bullseye? Mm,
Season
what
two though,
character development, bro?
Punisher.
Yeah,
Season
but like,
two,
yeah, and Electra.
and Electra, the hand. I don't know. Like
They were
those.
they
That's
were
a
all goaded, bro.
fire,
They
fire.
were all goated.
All seasons were
Nah,
amazing, but yeah,
guys, let us know. Like, rank it for us
yeah,
because I don't know. I need to go back and rewatch because that show is Marvel's. Like, if Feige was to be like, yo, like if with all of the projects that are coming out, if he was like, yo, like Daredevil's getting a trilogy, like same cast, like we just want to do a trilogy, like not even show, like it'll continue from the show. It'll be like a real soft reboot, but he's going on the big screen. I'm like, thank you. That's all I wanted. That's all I
that's
ever
all I
wanted.
wanted.
Like you ain't got to do anything else, Kevin. Just
Yeah,
do that.
soft reboot is it's just taking Karen out. That's the only soft reboot they need. Just
Damn. R.I.P. Karen. R.I.P. Karen. I know you hated her.
just the right the way that they wrote her.
Even her episode was fire though. Like that solo episode that she had gotten. Nah, that shit was lit, bro. Stop fronting.
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
yeah, y'all. I mean, it looks like so we'll be back next week to talk
Yeah,
about more Hawkeye.
for sure.
Episode 3. So I don't know when. I know Fisk and Yelena are probably coming in. Again, it's only 6 episodes, so after next week, we're halfway there.
Yeah,
So
the
they'll
big
be
season
coming.
finale.
They'll be coming within the next 4 episodes,
Yeah,
obviously for
exactly.
sure.
I'm excited,
So
man.
yeah, we'll keep on the lookout for that.
Are they dropping 2 at a
And
time every week? No, right?
nah, they just dropped the first 2 now, and then they're gonna drop weekly, once every week. So yeah, let's see. I definitely see potential in it, especially with the
Yeah,
characters that they're introducing. Yeah, there's a few things that we wish they didn't do, especially with the whole tracksuit stuff, but still hasn't fully taken us out of it. Still think
yeah.
there's a lot of redeemable qualities, a lot of good characters to work with, and yeah, we'll see where they take it. So we should probably be reviewing on YouTube, depending on like how big the episode was. I guess we'll find a way to find out. I'll probably text somebody that's seen it and be like, hey,
Yeah.
is it reaction worthy or not? Because I feel like the
Yeah.
first 2 really weren't.
No,
Right? Like there's nothing.
no, definitely not.
Oh, Echo.
Oh,
Whoa. So like, but I think like
I
seeing
think
like
if Kingpin, yeah,
right, it's
then
like,
yeah.
oh shit, like like seeing Matt
Or
Murdock pop out of there,
Yelena.
like I'll go like crazy. But
Yeah.
I definitely think once we have that, we'll definitely do a review, try and see if we can talk about it Wednesday night, and have that out for you guys on Thursday. But if not, we'll typically record Thursdays, hopefully have it out for you Friday, Saturday. But yeah, just bear with us for now while we get everything structured. I feel like by the new year, we'll probably have like, starting 2022, a good sort of basis, for our shows and stuff like that. We got the Book of Boba Fett coming as well. Obviously, guys, we're gonna stay on top of Far From Home. No, excuse me. Why do I keep confusing the two? No Way Home. And so yeah, so that should be interesting. So we'll definitely be on top of that. No worries. Yeah, and just stay tuned. Obviously, Book of Boba Fett, like I said, we'll probably be doing reviews for that stuff too, because I know a lot of you Star Wars heads want us to do it, so we'll definitely do it. I have been watching Clone Wars, so stay tuned because I'll probably do some reactions to the last season, because I heard the last season was absolutely incredible. And obviously we have a bunch of Star Wars shit that's coming out starting next year. And yeah, y'all make sure to come through and chill, and we'll see y'all next week.
Later.